Hi, YouTube. So I just got back to Japan. Yes, last night. Oh my god, I'm so jet lagged. I was visiting like Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States. So they're on Central Time, and then we had to cross another time zone because I was flying out of Atlanta, and there's what between Atlanta and Narita, it's a 14-hour time difference, but between Birmingham and Narita, it's a 15-hour time difference. So I was going on a 14-hour flight with from originating from a 15-hour time difference. Oh my god. Well, luckily my flight back over to Tokyo wasn't so bad. Coming over back to the States, it was constant turbulence and people were falling out of their seats and stuff, and it was scary. I didn't like that. And I've flown a lot. The sheer amount of hours I've put in a plane is ridiculous because I live in Japan and my family lives in the States, so it's a big gap. So that was the first time I've experienced that much turbulence. It's very frightening. Couldn't sleep, and then although it was this past flight I could sleep a little bit better, when I wasn't being yelled at for nothing for the flight attendant. Like from the flight attendants. There is one nice flight attendant who works for Delta. That's it, I think. He's just the only flight attendant in the entire corporation that works there. I've actually had him on 2 of my flights. He's a nice guy. But that's one of the main differences between what I've found with Japanese airlines and American-based airlines. Flying Japanese airlines is a pleasure because the attendants are really, really nice. They're never rude. They're never condescending. They never start accusing you of doing things. On my flight back to the States, I was just like, yeah, just sitting. I had an aisle seat, and trash was just rolling up and down the aisles because I guess people were dropping trash and nobody was picking it up. So it was rolling around. And I will say, trash is one thing I'm very, very particular about. If I'm on public transportation or in someone's public area, you don't leave trash. I don't leave trash. It's not nice, you know? Because I've worked in the service industry before. I hate picking up after other people. It sucks. So I try not to make that, make them... Bleh. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I try not to make that a bigger problem for the people who are already working there. Anyway, so one of the flight attendants, she taps. I was trying to sleep. She starts knocking me on the shoulders. And she points to this empty cup that's rolling by my seat. And she says, "Miss, is that your cup?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am, it is not." And then she kicks it down the aisle. Yeah, she kicks it down the aisle and refuses to pick it up. I was like, okay. But the thing is, but even if it were my cup, I would have nowhere to throw it out because I'm not the one who carries the trash bags on that flight. The attendants do. Whereas I'm sure if the same thing happened, if I were flying, say, All Nippon Airways, I'm sure the attendant would have been like, "I'm sorry that trash was rolling." No, the trash wouldn't have been rolling down the aisle in the first place because they pick up the fucking trash. At least it got me from point A to point B, but, if you have a choice of airline, I wouldn't recommend Delta because, like I said, they have one nice attendant in the entire company. He's very nice, and he almost makes it all worth it. Almost. And Delta does have the superior in-flight entertainment. Actually, it's kind of like on demand for free. Like, they have, at least 50 movies uploaded into this little HD hard drive, and you can just download them into your seat and watch whatever you want. That's pretty cool. But besides that, just service-wise, they're really rude. It's like when you go to the airport, everybody just turns on their stupid switch. Like, I don't know. And it's like, people going through security, I don't even want to talk about that. Granted, TSA is a bitch to get through. I will give everybody just that, that right there. TSA is a bitch to get through, but even with a coat full of metal like this and my huge engineer boots, I can still get through the security checkpoint in about 60 seconds. Give me a moving line and I can get through there in 60 seconds. Because I know I had to take off my shoes. I love people when you get up to the line and they pretend, Oh, I had to take off my shoes? I had no idea. Oh, you know, we've only had that change for the past 10... No, almost 11 years. Okay, short 9 months, but still. I'll say 10 years. We've only been doing that for 10 years. Have you not flown in the past 10 years? Have you not read a newspaper article? Like, that's just what gets me. And it's people who wear, like, fucking nickel jewelry through the metal detector, and that has been having been detected since the history of all metal detectors. So apparently this person has never flown in their entire life, which I find very difficult to believe. If you are in the United States, that is, when you're a first world country. A lot of people fly in airplanes. Anyway. But I know, I'm just frustrated, because that's not even what I was going to talk about today. See, this is my junk channel. I can go as long as I want here. Oh, I wonder if anybody's still watching. So, I'm in the market for a new camcorder, and I really wanted... There's a specific one. I love Sony products, actually. I had a Panasonic camcorder that I bought back in, like, 2004, and just, like, the thing broke on me in, like, 3 years. And I took very good care of it. I didn't smash it or anything. I kept it nice, like a freaking diaper carrier case. It was so soft. And I took damn good care of that camera, and it just shat out on me in 3 years. Like, I spent $600 on that camera. Fuck you, camera. But anyway, I wanted the CX560V, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get it, and because it's got great reviews, and I heard it's really, really, you know, it's not so bad and dark, and I'm really into the high CCDs, but so I went to Yodobashi Camera, and I go up to the camcorder displays, and I'm like, I noticed that the Sony display is rather small all of a sudden. They used to have, like, lots of Sony camcorders, but now they have three. And they're all in the extreme high price range. I'm talking at least $1,200, and so that's not really in my price range. And so I asked the dude who's always there when I'm shopping. I'm like, hey, camcorder dude, like, what happened to the Sony camcorders? He's like, oh, they stopped making them. Wait, what? Sony stopped making handy cams? What? When the fuck did that happen? I know what? Now granted, I was just bitching about people not being updated on their shit, but like, Sony? Not make, well, I know the sales of the PS Vita is bombing, but, and the economy sucks, and nobody's buying anything anymore, so, you know, that all has things to do with it, but I like Sony products, because I am convinced they make a good product that lasts and doesn't break and won't randomly shit out on you. Like, almost every single YouTube I make that's not from this computer is made on a Sony CyberShot. And all of my Sony PlayStation products have lasted me years and 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 years. Like, my PS2 is old. Like, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm very, very jet lagged. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. And that's 13 hours ago. I'm tired. And this is just jet lag. This is the ugly face of jet lag. Me. Yeah, my work starts tomorrow, and that's cool too, but, you know, gotta work, gotta make money and stuff. What did I do today? Yeah, I went to not Big Camera, Yodobashi Camera, and I couldn't buy a camera. So anyway, and at first I thought this guy was just full of shit, and Yodobashi Camera was just being stupid. So I went home and I went online, and sure enough, you can buy the discontinued camcorders from Sony directly, but the retailers aren't selling them anymore. So I thought, well, if the line's discontinued and I need to get it fixed, that's gonna be a bitch and a half. So now I gotta kind of start from day one in camcorders again. So, you know, I'm probably gonna end up editing this video because I'm just like, but anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple new series that I'm going to be doing here in the milkjamjunk channel, not the milkjamjunk. Milkjamjunk is just going to be stuff like this. If you just like the sound of my voice, which I doubt really anybody does, But you can subscribe if you want to, because it's just me bitching, or something like that, or being bitchin'. But, anyway, 2 new videos I've gotten the green light on them, so I'm going to announce them there, because I have gotten, requests for this, which is really kind of interesting. Many months back, we met Mahiru, the visual kei bandman, and he was trying English, but I've got a lot of messages and personal mails and people asking me, when can I see Mahiru again? I want to see Mahiru's band. Well, I'm going to give you that. I have an interview. We'll be doing an interview series with I'm going to be trying to doing interviews with different bands. It's going to be, half comedy, half serious. Maybe more comedy than serious, but we'll see. But I got confirmation for Kadona. Yay. So they're going to be my first in the series. After that, I got more requests to see Hiroki, who pops up in a few of my old videos. He pops up in my Earthquake Blog 10 and my Valentine's Day video. And he is a very fascinating individual. So we're going to be doing a series together called, basically, just Ask Hiroki. And you can send any question you want. I'm gonna have him do a self-introduction first, and we're gonna roll from there and just do a video every couple weeks and see which questions he really wants to answer. And we're just gonna see where that's gonna go. But I got the green light for that one too, so that'll be fun. And I'm gonna try to take a lot more footage for Super Good Job, because a lot of people said, you finally put Super Good Job 3 up after a gazillion years, so I was happy about that. But I need a better camera first. Sony. I gotta go. I am so tired. I'm about to just fall over and die. Cool.